Sure, let's go. So yesterday, we winded up the class with a concept called as what people? Splicing. If you remember what was the meaning of splicing? Splicing is nothing but creating a new index number from two different index number. That is the meaning of splicing. Yesterday I told you two things were there, and from these two we were creating a new index with the same base. Same base means what? We will be keeping a same base in the sense, for example, 2025 I am shifting it to 2025. The new base is the year 2025. That is the meaning of shifting it into a new place. Yes, I'll start with that. CPI did we complete yesterday? Yes. We'll go with that itself and we'll give an explanation, Ganesh. Okay. Now, here you should tell me which of the following is true. One by one we are going to deal with. Pache index number is based on base year quantity. Is it correct or false? It is correct only, yeah. Pache is based on, correct on? No. Pache is based on what? The current year quantity. Okay, everyone right. Who is based on base year quantity? LAPE. LAPE is based on base year quantity. Pache is based on current year quantity. So is the first one correct? No, it is wrong. Then Fisher satisfies circular test and all, we will discuss it later. Now, arithmetic mean is the most appropriate average for constructing index number. Is it correct? Yes, please. Is it correct? No, I told you yesterday, whenever percentages are involved, which is the best measure? Geometric mean. So, geometric mean is the best measure for constructing what, people? Our index number. So, which one is wrong? Which one is correct? First one, option C is also wrong. Option A is also wrong. Option B, right now we don't know. But I will say that that is also wrong. For now. In the future, you will get to know. Now, splicing means constructing one continuous series from two different index numbers with same base. Is it correct? Yes, we studied that. Splicing means what, people? Creating a new index number from two or more different indexes to a common base. That is the meaning of splicing. I hope everyone remember. Online, please confirm it to me. Ismail, Samyukta, Abdul, then Ganesh, Angel, everyone, Merlin, everyone. Yes. Then I am taking you to a concept. Then I'll come back to CPI again. Okay. Now we will learn something called as different test of consistency. Test of consistency means, why am I conducting test every day? To check whether did you get anything. I mean, I'm not going to say that everyone should get full marks. It's not the thing. It will automatically happen when you study. That full marks, everything will come into the picture once you start studying more. Now, similarly, in order to check the index number or the quality of index number, we have test. Similarly, we have 4 tests of adequacy or 4 tests of consistency, and that was a question in our previous year. How many tests of consistency or how many tests of adequacy are there for checking the index number? What is the answer, people? 4. There are 4 tests. First one is called as unit test. Second one is called as time reversal test. And the third one is called as factor reversal test. And the last one is called as circular test. One by one we will deal. First one is unit test. Unit test means if an index number doesn't have any unit, it will satisfy. What did I say? An index number should not have any unit, then it will satisfy. Now, if you remember yesterday, I told you one person was unit dependent. Who was that person who was unit dependent? SAPI. SAPA was unit dependent. So, people, simple aggregative price index does not satisfy which test, people? Unit test. Why? It is depend on units of item being priced. Purinchida. So, who is not satisfying unit test? That was the previous year question. SAPI. Who all satisfy? Everyone else. Who all satisfy, people? Everyone else. Each and everyone else. Whatever we have studied, LAPE, PACHE. Then who else is there, people? SRPI, Fisher. Then Marshall. Everyone. Bowle index number. Everyone satisfy which test, people? Unit test. But who doesn't? SAPI does not satisfy. So what is the condition for unit test? Make a note of it. Condition for unit test is, condition for unit test is, make a note, very, very important. Which all do not have a unit will what? Will satisfy unit test. That is the meaning of unit test. Now, SAPI has a unit, or SAPI, that is Simple Aggregative Price Index, has what? A unit. So, will it satisfy it? It will not satisfy it. All the other people will what? Satisfy it. Clear? Then, coming to the next one. Next test is called as time reversal test. In time reversal test, I will show you how it works. Now, which year you guys were born? 2008, 9? 8, 2009 is there? 2009. 2 years I am going to put. Then, I am going to say, now my 2008 is my base year and 2009 is my current year. So what am I telling people? I am taking 2008 as the base year and 2009 as the current year. Then I am calculating one index number that is called as P01 by taking 2008 as the base and 2009 as the current year. Likewise, I am calculating what? P01. Then people, I am taking 2009 as the base and 2008 as the current. With that, I am calculating another index number. That index number is measured to be P10. What did I say, people? First, I am finding a price index number with 2008 as the base and 2009 as the current year. That is P01. Then, people, I am taking 2009 as the base and 2008 as the current, and I am finding another index number, that is P10. Now, people, if I take the product of both, it should be equal to 1. Whichever index makes that product equal to 1, that will satisfy what, people? Time reversal test. Understood the meaning? So what is the meaning of that, people? Whichever index number's product will give us that one value, whichever gives it as 1, that will satisfy which test, people? Time reversal test. Purinjida? Pakka? Everyone understood? Nivashini, you got it? Abhinaya, understood what is the meaning? Then online angel, yes, Rakshana got it. Then Nishan, then Namrit, Lokesh, then Getsi, you got it. Then Ganesh, Merlin, Ismail, Abdul, Samyukta, everyone understood what is the basic meaning over here? The thing is, we will take the ulta and we will multiply, or we will find the ulta and we will multiply with the current value. Then the product should be equal to what? 1. Now, from whatever we have learned till now, Fisher index satisfies it, Marshall's index satisfies it. So, who satisfied time reversal test, people? Fisher and Marshall. So, two things are satisfying mainly over here, Fisher and Marshall. Will Lappe satisfy? No. Will Pache satisfy? No. You can keep that. Bowle also satisfies it, but we will keep like what? Pache and Lappe doesn't satisfy. But the question will be based on that way. Then, so time reversal test is done. Everyone is done with that? Got it? Then we are going for the third one, that is called as factor reversal test. Now, in factor reversal test means there will be an year, 2007 is there and 2008 is there. Now, we will take this 2007 as the base year and 2008 as the current year. And first I will find a price index number. What did I find, people? I will find one price index number. Then I will find one quantity index number. Now taking the quantity, I will find an index number. That also let it be Q01. I got P01 and quantity index number Q01. Then their product should give me a value index number. That is the condition for satisfying what, people? Factor reversal test. And this value index number has a value also. That value is given like this. That is summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q0. This is the condition. If this condition is satisfied, we will say that factor reversal test is satisfied. Not available in PDF in pinned group. It's there. Which you are telling? You are telling about the workbook or the normal book? It is already there, right? This chapter is there in the material, right? No, it's there in the normal material also, right? You guys took a printout or something? There. Yeah, it is there. Samyukta, it is there. That's what they are telling. If not, I will check and I'll get back. Okay. 96 to 96. Should be there. I'll share it again. Okay. Yes. I will share it again in the group. It will be there. I need to check on that. I will check and update. Okay. 85. That is workbook. 285 page, I think it's workbook. .284 page one is there. Then workbook is 285. That is different. Okay. Yes. Another PDF is already there. 284. If you want, I can just share it again. Done. It's getting shared. It will be there. Okay. Done. So factor reversal test is nothing but price index number into quantity index number should give you what? A value index number, and that is given by what? Sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into what, people? Into 100. That is the mean. Then the third one, and before that, who satisfy factor test, factor reversal test? Now people, in the name itself, F is the starting letter, right? So only one person satisfy this factor reversal test. Who is that person, people? Fisher. That way you can remember. Okay. Fisher only satisfy what, people? Factor reversal test. Workbook is also having. Workbook anyway will have it. Because I am also using the same book, right? Yesterday I solved it from there. It is there. Maybe some error is there in the PDF. I will forward that again in the group after this. Okay. So factor reversal test is what, people? That is FRT. Now, what is the condition for factor reversal satisfaction? That means, price index number, we should multiply it with what? Quantity index number, and we should get what? A value index number. That is the condition for what, people? Factor reversal test. Then, who satisfy factor reversal test? Fisher. Only Fisher. Now, people, think about it. Who is the superstar? Rajni. When we say Rajni, he is the superstar, correct? Now people, he is called as Talaivar, he is called as what? Superstar, then he is called as many names he has, correct? Now people, our Fisher is there. Fisher is called by another name, ideal index number. Okay, he is our superstar over here. Fisher's ideal index number, he is satisfied. Unit test, he is satisfied. Time reversal test, he is satisfied. Factor reversal test, all the things he is satisfying. All the three things he satisfies. That's why he is called as what, people? Ideal index number. That is the major reason. Why Fisher is called as ideal index number? Unit test, time reversal test, and factor reversal test is satisfy Fisher. So it is called as what, people? Ideal index number. Then my question for all. The next one is, will Pache satisfy factor reversal test? No. Lappe satisfies it? No. Bowley satisfies it? No. Marshall satisfies this? No. None. Literally no one satisfies factor reversal test. This is the page number you are doing now. That way I can't say that. This is not workbook, right? It is our... Yeah, you found it? Okay, perfect. Now, that is Fisher's ideal index number. Why is it called that way? Unit test, time reversal test, factor reversal test, everything is satisfied that person. So he is called as what? Ideal index number. Then people, who is our superstar? Rajni. Now, who is the CM? Is Rajni the CM? He is the Talaivar. He is the superstar. But he is a CM? No. Now people, circular test, the major important part of circular test is Fisher does not or do not satisfy this. Okay, keep that in your mind. So the major important part of circular test is what? Fisher does not satisfy or Fisher do not satisfy what test? Circular test. So out of the four tests, which are the tests? First one, unit test. If the index number is not having a unit, it will satisfy. Second one is what? Time reversal test. That means P01 into P10 should be equal to how much? 1. That is equal to what? Time reversal test. Then third one was factor reversal test. That is price index number into quantity index number will give you a value index number. That is called as factor reversal test. Then the last one is called as what people? Circular test. Circular test means I will just take you through numbers. Some people are born in 2007, some are born in 2008, some are born in 2009. So it is taken care, done. Now people, first one is, I will take 2007 as the base year and 2008 as the current year, and I will find what people? One index number. Price index number I am finding by taking what and what? 2007 as the base year and 2008 as the current year. Similarly, I am taking 2008 as the base year and 2009 as the current year. Okay. Then I am finding another index number called as P12. Okay. Then the final one I am taking 2009 as my base year. Okay. This as my base year. And I am taking 2007 as my current year. Then I am finding another index number. Can I call it as P20? Then I will take the product of everyone. If I take the product of everyone at the end of the day, I should get how much? 1. If it is equal to 1, we will say that circular test is satisfied. Got the meaning? What did I tell you people? First I will take 3 years. 3 different time period I will take. It can be any year, for example, 1947, 2000, 2026. Whatever you take, there should be 3 time periods. With that, first I will take the first one as the base and the next one as the current. Then I will find one index number. Then this as the base and this as the current, another index number. Then this to be the base and this to be the current, another index number. Then we will multiply all the price indexes. If I get it as 1, then it is called as what? Then it is satisfying which test people? Circular test. Who does not satisfy circular test? Fisher's index number do not or does not satisfy circular test. Now people, few content are there which we are not learning, which is not part of our syllabus, but you should know this because direct questions can be there. Make a note of it. Who satisfies it? Because it's not part of our syllabus, but still question can be there. Who satisfies? We are not learning it, but sometimes. Symbol. Geometric mean of price relatives and weighted aggregative index with fixed weight. What do you mean by fixed weight? That means Q0 and all, instead of typing Q0 or Q1 and all, they will give 2 is the weight. Just put that weight. No other change can be done. That is called as fixed weight. Chapter 18 weightage is around 5 to 6 marks is the weightage of this chapter. Okay. Now, here, who are satisfying it people? Symbol geometric mean is satisfying. Symbol geometric mean. Symbol geometric mean we did not study. Okay. Then weighted aggregative index with fixed weight. That also we did not study. Those 2 people are satisfying it. Direct one word question. Then circular test is an extension of time reversal test. Is it correct? Yeah. Because there in the time reversal test, how many time period are there? 2. Here how many are there? 3 are there. Okay. Then tell me that Fisher's ideal index does not satisfy which test? Circular test. Then another question which came was like this. P01 into Q01 is equal to sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 satisfy which of the following? Factor reversal test. Correct? What was it people? Price index into quantity index will give you what people? Value index. Value index number is this one. Okay. Volume allow value. Okay. value index number. Then next question. Time reversal test and factor reversal test are what people? Test of consistency. Another previous year question. Direct one word questions can be there. Then this was the funniest question. How many tests are there? 4. From our ICA material there is only 4. But actually it is there more. But from our ICA point of view there is only 4 tests are there. So what are the tests of consistency? 4 tests. First one is unit. Second one is what people? Time reversal test. Then third one is factor reversal test. And the last one is circular. So who is the ideal index number? Fisher. Why Fisher? Because he satisfies unit, factor reversal test and time reversal test. Factor reversal test is satisfied by only one person. Who is that person? Fisher's ideal index number. Then circular test is not satisfied by whom? Fisher is not satisfying, Pache is not satisfying, Lappe is not satisfying, none of the others are satisfying. But someone called as weighted geometric mean is satisfying it. Then another person called as a simple geometric mean and weighted index number with fixed weights are satisfying it. Can we go to, once we finish it, we will go for it. Okay. Now, I am taking you back to CPI, that is Consumer Price Index. If you remember what was Consumer Price Index number, the Consumer Price Index number, where is it? Yes, over here. Consumer Price Index number is nothing but we are going to measure what with Consumer Price Index number? We are going to measure the cost of living. How? By tracking inflation, increase in prices, all the things we were doing with respect to what people? Consumer Price Index. It is also called by another name, Cost of Living Index. Then it is an indicator of what people? Inflation. Then how will we find CPI? CPI is nothing but sigma IW divided by sigma W. What do you mean by the sigma W? We will be adding all the weight and we will be writing. What do you mean by this I? Each market basket will be having some index number, right? For example, our chicken masala, everyone is having one index number. Then this is having another index number. This is having another index number. That value we need to multiply it with what people? Weight. And click M plus accordingly. But till today questions were not there. If you are lucky, you will get something in the future. Pakka. Everyone remember that? Ganesh, is it fine? You got a revision of the same? Then I am taking you to the final topic from this chapter. But along with this, we will have few more topics. We need to learn that. But usually we will get a question from this topic. That's why we are going for this. That topic is called as current year salary. What do you mean by current year salary? How much salary you are getting now? For example, you joined in one of the company in the year 2005. You joined in a company in the year 2005. Then they were paying you around 2000 rupees that time. Then in the year 2010, after tracking all the inflation, okay, after tracking all the inflation, how much they should actually pay you is the question. After tracking inflation, after tracking all the rise in prices that is tracked along with what? Inflation itself, then how much exactly they should pay you right now is the question with respect to current year salary. Yes. Now here we will have a formula and all, but I will not be teaching you with the formula, because if I teach you with the formula, you will forget the formula. It's better teaching with a shortcut. I will teach you the shortcut. Now, current year salary is given over here like base year salary into current year CPI divided by base year CPI. What do you mean by CPI, people? Consumer Price Index. Okay. With that only we are tracking the inflation. Now, I am going to show you the shortcut how I am going to write. In this particular case, for example, I joined a company in the year 2010. Then, in the year 2026 is my current year, which is the base year then 2010, which is my current year 2026. Then, they are telling the index in the year 2010 was around CPI value was 120 in the year 2010. Then they are telling the index now, the CPI rose, or CPI increase means cost of living also increased. It became around 300. Then the salary they paid me in 2010, let it be around like 200 or 2000 or 20,000 rupees. Then I want to find my current salary. How to find the current salary is very easy, people. Instead of this current salary, I will put an X value. Then what I will do is, I will just cross multiply. Cross multiply it for me, people. How much it will look like? 120 into X, which is equal to 300 into what? 20,000. How much is it, people? X value. Can you tell me the value of X? 300 into 20,000 divided by 120. How much is it? 5. So 5 lakh. Actually, the current salary should be 5 lakh. With the tracking of inflation and all, whatever they paid me that time, it is actually, they should be paying how much currently to me? They should be paying 5 lakh to me. That is the meaning of current salary. Everyone got it as 5 lakh? So 300 into 300 into 50,000. Okay, fine. Okay, 50,000, not 5 lakh, 50,000. So they should be paying me how much? 50,000 currently. Okay, that is the meaning. Understood the meaning of current salary? Current salary means after tracking inflation, how much they should pay. Then, have you heard about a term called as DA? Yes, in your accounts and sometimes you would have heard about it, dearness allowance. Dearness allowance means how much extra they should pay me so that they will track all the inflation and all the inflation is taken care. Now, DA is nothing but current year salary minus base year salary. Now here how much is the DA, people? DA will be what? Current year salary is how much? 50,000 minus how much is the base year salary? That is 20,000. So how much extra the company should pay me so that they can compensate me correctly? 30,000. Okay, done. Okay, pakka, sure. Sir, here share your current workbook doing, sir. And now after the class I'll be sharing in the classroom. I mean after the class I'll be sharing this material once everything is done. Every day I'm sharing it, right? Yesterday also you got it, right? That will be shared. See material you are doing. Oh, that if you want I can share it. Separately I can share it. That right now I can't. After the class I'll share. Please remind me once. Now, sometimes they will not give us this index of the base year. They will not mention that index in the base year. We should write it as what then? 100. If the base year index is not given, we will mention it as what, people? 100. Keep that in your mind. That is very important. Please do share. Yes, yes. Please remind me once. Once the class is over, I will be sharing it with you. Now, look here. Net monthly salary of an employee was 3,000. So previously it was 3,000. Was means past tense, correct? The consumer price index in 1985 is 250 with 1980 as the base year. So which is the base year? 1980 is the base year and 1985 is the current year. Correct? 1985 is the current year. Now, what is the index of the 1985, people? That is 250 is the index number of 1985. 250 you can write. Then, base year index is given here or not? You should tell me. How much is the base year index? It is not given. So, you will assume it as what? 100. Make a note, people. Very important topic. If you don't assume it, you will never get the answer. Whenever the base year index is not given, you will take it as what, people? 100. Pakka, online Merlin, Ganesh, Ismail, Samyukta, Abdul, then Angel, everyone clear with that? Yes. So whenever the base year index is not given, we will take it as 100. Then people, they are asking us, what was the salary actually in the current year? Was 3,000 means, so in the base year was how much? 3,000. They are asking, if he has to be rightly compensated, then the additional dearness allowance to be paid to the employee is how much is the question? That means we need to find which value, people. We need to find the current salary first. Then I can find what? I can find the value of my dearness allowance. Current year salary minus base year salary will give that. Instead of current salary, can I write it as X? Now cross multiply people. How much is it? Can I say 100x is equal to 3000 into 250? From that, how much is the value of x people? X is nothing but cancel the things. It will be 7500. So 7500 is my what people? Current salary. Current salary is equal to what? 7500. Then how can I find dearness allowance or DA? DA is nothing but what people? Can I write current salary minus base year salary? How much is it gets the current salary? That is 7500. How much is the base salary given in our question? 3000. So how much is the DA they are paying? 4500. How much is the answer people? Option D. That means the company should pay this much additional allowance so that the employee will be paid rightly. That is the main meaning. Pakka. Understood the concept? Is it easy to do this way? Yes. And in the future, I mean in the nearby future, in around 10 minutes, we will be learning a new concept called as real wages. That also I will be teaching you with the shortcut. Because formula and all will be there. But we will not be doing that. We will go with the shortcut itself because at the end of the day, whatever may be the question, you will be able to answer with this shortcut. Then try to solve this for me. Tell me people. In the year 2010, the monthly salary of a clerk was 24,000. Consumer price index in the year 2010 is given. So 2010 is there. Then what else is there now? 2024 or 2016 is there. Current year is 2016. Then what was the index in the year 2010 people? Can I write it as 140? Then what is the index in the year 2016? That is 224. Then people, what was the salary in the year 2010? That is 24,000. Then they are asking for if he has to be paid rightly or compensated rightly, what additional monthly salary? That means they are asking for DA. How much extra should be paid is the question. Now, first of all, find me the current salary. How much is the current salary? Yeah, that is nothing but 140. X is equal to 224 into 24,000. How much is it people? Can I write X is equal to 38,400? Everyone got it as? Take your calculator. Please do it with me. That is 224 into 24,000 divided by what people? 140, which is how much? 38,400. Now that is my current salary, correct? This is my current salary. Current salary is this much. If you are in exam hall, you will not be even writing these steps. Directly you will be doing. Okay. Current salary is this much. Now, how can I find the additional monthly salary or DA? DA is current salary minus base salary. Current salary is how much over here now? That is 38,400 minus 24,000, which will be equal to how much? 14,400. Which option is the answer? A is your answer. Perfect. Done. Logesh got it? Everyone got it? Clear off for everyone? Pakka? If so, try this. Another question. Same concept. Try to do it. If the base year index is not given, we will take it as 100. But here base year index is given. So you are lucky. Please give me the answer. Option is there, Samyukta.
Is there?
Yeah. Yes. None of this is an option. No, none of this is an option. I told you option is there. Yeah. None of this is an option. Will you sit there? Oh, question wrong and you will go home? No. Mark none of this. Everyone got none of this? Okay, we will see. We will see. Monthly income of an employee was 8,000 in the year 2014 is there. Then which year is there? 2017 is there. The consumer price index in 2014 was 160, then in 2017 was 200. If he has to be rightly compensated, how much is the dearness allowance is the question. What was the salary? 80,000 in the year 2014. Then we need to find the current salary. Correct? Now people, can I cross multiply? Cross multiply. How much are you getting? 160x is equal to 8,000 into 200. How much is the value of x people then? Current salary is 8,000 into 200 divided by this much is coming to be how much people? How much? 10,000. Everyone got it as 10,000? Done. So that is my current salary. So DA is what people? Current salary minus base salary, that is 10,000 minus how much people? 8,000, which is coming to be 2,000. Now tell me, which is my current salary? I mean dearness allowance. None of the above. That is a problem with none of this. You will always be hesitant to mark it. You will only read the first three options. So in the future also you will get many questions with none of this. It will be there. Now one test I will conduct and I will keep all the options none of this. Then everyone will be clueless even if you are getting the answer. But you will be like, oh, every option will be none of this. You will mark none of this and go, yes. Can we go for the next one? Everyone go to question number . Try this. Yes. I say he's cheating us. Fine. Try this, people. From the year 2013 to 2023. So, which are the years, people? 2013, 2023. Years are like this. Consumer price index increased from what to what? 135 to 180. It increased from what to what, people? Consumer price increased from 135 to 180. During this period, salary of an employee as per pay commission was revised from 23,000 to how much, people? 29,500. Now, can anyone tell me what is the current year salary? Currently, he is getting 29,500. Okay. Then they are asking, in real terms, an employee should get the following additional amount to maintain the previous standard of living. That means, considering all the previous standard of living, all the index number, we need to find what should be actually he be getting right now, or how much extra that should be paid along with this, so that he will be satisfying or he is satisfied with the current standard of living. Now, people, they already gave us the current value, current salary. Will we consider that, or we will find our own current salary? We will find our own current salary. That is the step. Find the value of x. Okay, like some questions are missing in the book. Okay, that I will then check. I will provide it. I'll send it. Yes. Meanwhile, you can take a screenshot or accordingly you can keep it. Okay, I will share it anyway. I think they wouldn't have updated. They have informed. Let me check on that. Fine. How to get it? Yeah, how much? How will you get the current salary? Cross multiply, people. That will become 135x is equal to 23,000 into what, people? 180. Then x is equal to how much are you getting it as? 23,000 into 180 divided by 135 is how much, people? 30,666.666666. Correct? That is my what? This is my actual current salary. Okay, this is my what, people? This x value is nothing but my real current salary which they should pay me. Okay, real current salary they should have paid. That is 30,666.666666. Correct? Then, how much are they paying you? Actually, they are paying you how much? 29,500. So, they are paying you how much, da? 29,500. So, how much extra they should pay you actually? So, the extra they should pay me is extra payment is nothing but 30,666.666 minus 29,500. How much is the answer, people? 1,166.6666 is the extra amount they should pay me. The nearest option is what? Option A. Purinjida. Why it came like that? Yeah, they are asking you that they already gave the salary which they are paying. Till now they did not mention that. That's why we were finding the current salary. Here they are giving us, so we should find how much extra they should pay with the current salary. Now, everyone think about it. For example, my company is paying me 20,000 rupees. But when I did the math, okay, I was taking the data or CPI from the government website and all, and I was doing the math. Then I found out that my salary should be 25,000. They are paying me how much currently? 20,000. So how much extra they should pay me to actually go in terms with the inflation? 5,000 extra with my current salary. That is the meaning of extra they should put. Okay, got the point? So when you get a job, you can actually do this. How much actually you can ask with the cost of living. The index will be there in the government website and all. With that, how much was the previous one? With that, you can make the math and you can ask for this much. Because of the standard of living, I require this much. You can ask. That is one use case scenario of this. Okay, done, people online? Then, can I take you to one more question? In the question. Try. Tomorrow what happened? Which date is it? Oh, I understood. Got the point. Only for ITR 1 and 2, right? Others have time. Sorry, 1 and 2. Yeah. Others have time till ITR 3. Yes. I don't think so. I'm not aware about it. ITR 3 has time till 31st of August. Answer Avada? 24,000. Correct. So, monthly salary of an employee was 10,000 in the year 2000. Okay. So, which year the 2000 is there? Then what is there? It was increased to 20,000 in the year which year? 2013. Then it was 10,000 means 10,000 was the salary of the person in 2000. Then it was increased to 20,000 in the year 2013. Okay, 20,000 it became. Then while the consumer price index number in 2013 is how much, people? 240. Now, do you have the index of the year base year? No, we will assume it as what? 100. Take it as 100. Then they are asking what should be the salary in comparison with consumer price index in the year 2013. That means 20,000 is what they are paying me. Currently, I need to find the value of x. Whether I am paid rightly or not, I need to check. Cross multiply. How much is it? That is how much? 100x is equal to, how much you will write? 100x is equal to 240 into 10,000. Cancel, cancel. X will be how much, people? 24,000. That is 24,000. Are they asking for the additional money they should pay? No. They are asking how much should be the salary. How much should be the salary? 24,000. Purinjida? Pakka. Everyone understood this? Now, what if the question was the additional money they should have paid me? 4,000. Then I will ask you, how much is the DA? 24,000 minus 10,000, 14,000. Don't take this 20,000 minus 10,000. That is a wrong answer. DA is always current year salary. After considering inflation, we are taking DA. Okay, done, people. 20K. 20K is something they are paying. For example, you are working in a company. Actually, with the CPI, they should pay you 50,000. But they are only paying you 30,000. So 30,000 is your salary, but they should pay you that 50,000. Okay, Puranjada, Pakka, online, Ganesh, Angel, Merlin, Ismail, Abdul, then Samyukta, everyone, Tan, Dimashini, Abhinaya, Rakshana, Getsi, you got it? Yes. Then Nishan, you got it? Then Lokesh got it? Amrit got it? Perfect. That is your current year salary. Easy topic or difficult topic? Very easy topic. And did we mug up any formula? No. We are using a shortcut method and it will be applicable everywhere. Then I want to take you to in between some content. The next topic is called as shifted price index. Okay. Shifted price index means whenever we want to shift one index to a multiple base year or a different base year. For example, current year is 2025. Okay. 2025 will have some index. For example, 15 is my index. Then current base year is around like 1947. Current base year is how much? 1947 is my current base year. But I want to shift to a new base year. New base year will be, for example, 2020 I want to shift. So how to shift an index number is very easy, people. That is, we will write the original price index. Whatever is my current index number, I will write. Divided by price index to the year which I want to shift. That will be given in the question. We will multiply it with what? 100. Then I will get what? Shifted price index. Now, think about it. Is all the index from 1947 valid till now? No. Because many changes would have happened. New data would have come. New type of inventions would have come. Because of that, many index number from 1947 will not be valid currently. So we need to change that, right? We might change to 2000. We might change to 2020, or we might change to even 2025. So whichever we want to shift will be there in the denominator. And whichever is our current index number will be there in the numerator. Multiply it with what? 100. Current in the sense, or the original price index in the sense, current year. Whichever year is having some index number, put that in the numerator. Then, what is the use case of this? The use case is like whenever our base year becomes outdated, it is not more valid anymore, or it is invalid now, then comparison is required across different index series with different years. For example, India is having an index number. We are taking 1947 as the base. Then Trump is coming. Okay, Trump is coming with another index number. He is having 2020 as the base. Then can we compare our index with their index? No. We should shift our index to 2000. Whatever is their base, we will change to that. And we will do what? We will do the comparison. Got it, people? Yes, done. Can we go for the next topic? That topic is called as chain index number. Then I will take you there. Okay. Chain index number is link relative of current year into chain index of previous year divided by 100. Then you will be like, sir, directly you are telling some words we never heard about. What are you doing? So I will say, have you heard about price index numbers, people? Yeah, price relative, have you heard? In the first day, I only started with that. Price relative. Price relative means current year price divided by base year price into 100. If you remember, price relative was what, people? Price relative is equal to, that is nothing but P1 by P0. If you remember this, I remember this. I hope you guys also remember this. Pn by P0 or P1 by P0. This was the topic we started on. Price relative. Now, price relative is nothing but price of the current year divided by price of the base year into 100. Even if 100 is not there also, I told you we can express in decimal. But if the question is based on percentage, we will multiply it with 100. Then, people, link relative is nothing but it is a price relative. That means P1 by P0 itself is the formula for link relative. But what happens is the years should be consecutive. For example, 2007, 2008 or 2014, 2015. Then another one is there, 2024, 2025, 1947, 1948. So which will be the current year? 2008 will be our current year. This will be our base year. Accordingly, whenever the prices are taken for consecutive years, the price relative is called by another name. What is the name given to them? Link relative. Make a note. Link relative is the price relative, meaning the ratio of price in the current year to the price in the previous year. Consecutive years are taken. Understood, Rakshana, meaning of that? Now, I will ask you a question. I am taking year 2000 and year 2026. I am finding a price relative. Is it link relative? No. Why not? Because years are not consecutive. I am taking an year 2021 and I am taking a year 2022. Then I am finding price relative. Is it link relative? Yes. Why? The years are consecutive. Consecutive means what? Next after the, right next after that. Pakka. Understood link relative, that people online, everyone? Link relative is nothing but what? Price relative. Whenever the years are what? Consecutive. Then chain index number is given by a formula. That is link relative of the current year. Whichever is the current year, we will find the link relative of that. Then CIN of the previous year divided by what, people? 100. Till today there was only one question. Can I take you to that question and talk about this? And you will be surprised to see the question. That question is, this is that question, people. Have a look at the question. They directly ask the formula. This was the question till today in your examination and still you can get. What is the form question, da? Chain index number is equal to what? We are like, oh, such a big formula was there. But if you remember, we know what is chain index number, da? CIN is nothing but link relative of current year. Link relative, oh, some issue is there. It's not working. 1 second, people. You know, what is it? Link relative of the current year multiplied with what, people? CIN of the, which year, people? Previous year divided by what? 100. Now, check again. CIN is nothing but link relative of what, people? Relative of current year. Oh, some issue. The problem of having a sweaty hand is very big. Anyone has sweaty hand? Oh, too many people. Good. Now I'll tell you the problems you will face, which I faced already. OMR sheet will be like looking like a tissue paper. So carry one towel to the exam hall. Try to don't bring that freak 1997 and all. Don't write anything and go for it. Instead of that, what? Carry a white towel or plain towel. Go to the examination. Otherwise, you might not get a AC over there like here. Okay, so keep that in your mind and go for the examination. It will be a problem. Yeah, when see, I used to sweat like it will literally drip. Like that way I used to sweat. So we will carry a towel. Otherwise, it will be a problem. Our OMR sheet literally will become like a tissue paper because of sweat. Carry that. Accordingly, prepare and go for it. Whoever is having that issue. Link relative of what year? Link relative of current year. Then multiplied with what, people? CIN of previous year divided by what, people? 100. That was the formula. Is the first formula correct? No. First one is wrong. Second one is correct. Link relative of previous year or no? Current year. Then which option is the correct answer, people? Link relative of current year into chain index number of the previous year divided by what, people? Divide by 100. Okay, done. Even Adil is having the same issue. Sad. I know that feeling. I have been there. Is this the one? No. Now, we are going to this question. Try to do it. From the following, you can make a note. It is the workbook question. If you want in workbook, it is there. I just put it over here. Whatever question you are seeing over here will be there in the workbook. Okay, don't worry about that, sir. Will I miss this question and all? Don't even worry. The question will be there in the workbook. From the following chain index number, based on 2015, find out new chain index number for the year 22 by shifting the base year to 2019 is the question. So it is a question based on it's not my issue. I think it's the tab issue. 1 minute, people. Let me settle this down. Everything visible there? Yes. Off online, everything is fine, right? Let me see. Yeah, here also it's fine. Perfect. Just a tab issue. Done. Now here, they are asking us from the following chain base index number based on 2015, find out the new chain base index number for the year 2022. So people, our original index is how much? That is 150. We have that value. By shifting the base to how many year? Which year? 2019. Now I told you what was shifted price index number. How to find the shift? Our original, that is 150, divided by, we want to shift to which year? 2019. How much is it, people? 120. Then multiply it with what? 100. That was the formula for our original price index divided by price of the index to which it has to be shifted. Multiply into 100 will give you what, people? Shifted price index. That is how much, people? 15 divided by 120 into 100 will give you how much, people? 125. This is what, people? Shifted price index. Clear up, people? Everyone done this? Yes, Nisha? Why is it not coming? I think it's stuck. 1 second online. Some issues here. You know, right? If everything is not working at the end, we'll do what? Off it. Remove the cable and connect. I am also stuck up. Thank you. No, not like this. For a moment. Good expression. You got the picture also, right? Okay, fine. Done. Perfect. I'm not stuck. This is stuck now. Aha. 1 second. Online, everyone, please. Hopefully, everything is fine. Yes. Am I moving? Yeah. Perfect. Done, people. Yes, perfect. Now, I'm moving. Perfect. Done. Now, from the following chain-based index number based on 2015, find out the new chain-based index number for the year 2022 by shifting the base year to 2019. We know what was the formula for our shifted index number. The shifted price index is nothing but what, people? That is nothing but, we know it is original index. Original index divided by what, people? Price index to which? Price index to which we want to shift. To which we want to shift. Then multiply it with what, people? 100. That is our formula. Now here, tell me how much is the original price index we are talking with respect to 2022. How much is it, people? 150. Divided with price index to which we want to shift to which year, people? 2019. How much is the index? 120. Multiply it with what, people? 100. How much is the final answer you are getting? 125 is the final answer you are getting. Which option is the answer? A. So we have done a question based on shifted index number also. Purinjida? Yes. What if the question was like this? I want to shift 2021 with respect to 2017. It would have been 130 divided by 95 into 100. What if it was like 2022? I want to take 2016 as my base year. 150 divided by 105 into 100. Likewise, based on the question, we will change our approach. Okay. Purinjida, everyone? Pakka. If so, I am taking you to the next concept. Purchasing power of money. What do you mean by purchasing power of money? How much? For example, if I am having 1 rupee, how much I can purchase currently using that 1 rupee? Previously, yes, sir? Yeah. Okay, fine. Previously, when I have this 1 rupee, I used to get like 250 paise candies I used to get. Nowadays, I don't think so 50 paise candy is there. We only have 1 rupee candy. There was also 25 paise candy. Then 10 paise candy was there. For 1 rupee, we used to get 10 and all, we used to get like that. Now it's not possible. So people, what do you mean by purchasing power of money? Purchasing power of money is inversely proportional. You can make the note. Purchasing power is inversely proportional to, inversely what, people? Inversely proportional to price index number. Okay, what is it, people? Purchasing power of money is what? Inversely proportional to price index number. That is the case. Now people, what if my price index increases? My CPI increases. Purchasing power will go down. What if my CPI decreases? My purchasing power will go high. Think about it. Now, my CPI is going up. The value of the denominator is going up. Obviously, my purchasing power will what? Decrease. If it is going down, think about it. My purchasing power will what? Increase. So, that is mentioned when prices increases or inflation increases, purchasing power falls. We have studied in economics and all, right? When prices decreases, purchasing power what? Rises. That is the meaning. Okay. With that, I have a question for you. We will try that question. The question is this one. Purchasing power of money is dash. Reciprocal of price index number. That means 1 divided by price index number. Now, index number is given in percentage or given in random values. Index numbers will be given always in what? Percentages. Then, try to get me the answer. Easy question. If you can use the logic, you will get the answer faster. And you can use the formula also, you will get the answer faster. If the consumer price index is 750, that means can I say that the price index is given to be in how much, people? 750 percentage? Yeah, we are mentioning it in percentage itself. Then the purchasing power of 1 rupee is how much is the question. What is the formula for purchasing power of money, people? Purchasing power is nothing but 1 divided by what? Price index number. Now, 1 divided by 750 percentage will give you how much? Percentage button you should click. You will get how much? 0.13333333. So that is in rupees. Okay, it will always be giving in what people? In rupees. Now the answer is in what people? Paise. How will I convert 1 rupee into paise? Into 100. How will I convert 10 rupees into paise? Into 100. So how will I convert this into paise, people? Into 100. Why am I multiplying with 100, people? We need the answer in what? We need the answer in paise. So we are converting that into 100 will give you what, people? 13.33333. Which option is giving you the answer? Option C. Purinjida. Pakka. Even if you haven't multiplied, you would have anyway put the answer to be what? 0.133, because that option is there directly. Everyone would have marked it. I know that, but still, this is how it is coming to this particular value. Clear, huh? So, what is purchasing power of money? A small revision of everything. What is purchasing power of money? It is the reciprocal of price index number. Then, what was our price relative? Current year price divided by base year price into 100. Then what is quantity relative? Current year quantity divided by base year quantity into 100. Then we studied SAPI. What is SAPI? Sum of all the current year price divided by sum of all the base year price into 100. Then we studied SRPI. What was SRPI? Sum of P1 by P0 divided by N into 100. That also we studied. Then we studied Lappe, we studied Pache. Fisher is what? Geometric mean of Lappe and Pache. Bowley is what? Arithmetic mean of Lappe and Pache. Then Marshall is what? Summation of P1 into Q0 plus Q1 divided by sigma P0 into Q0 plus Q1. You remember that. Done. Q0 plus Q1 accordingly you can write. If you this much you know many things. Correct? Everyone knows this much. Well and good. Now, we are going for the final concept of this chapter. Then our chapter is out. Okay. We studied current salary. If you remember, we studied current salary, right? Similar to that, we have a concept called as real wages. Make a note of it. You might need to remember the formula if they ask the question directly. What is the formula for real wages? That time you should know this. But I will be teaching you with a shortcut. Okay. Because whatever I did that time, right, in current salary and all, the same way I will teach you this also. So that whatever may be the question at the end of the day, you will be able to answer. Okay. Now, make a note of it. We will speak about that in few minutes. Whenever the wages are adjusted with inflation is called as what, people? Real wages. You want the shortcut or the long cut? Because we will be learning in the same manner. So we will not go for the long cut. We will be doing it in the shortcut manner itself because we don't need to mug up the formula. At the end of the day, do you want to mug up the formula? No, even I don't want. But you need to know the formula if you ask. Now, I will take you through a question itself and we will solve the question. Now, over here, they have mentioned the consumer price index for the year 2023 is 273. Okay, what they have mentioned, people? Consumer price index for the year 2023 is how much? 273 with 2010 as the base year. So, which is the base year? 2010. Then 2023 is my current year. Two things are done. Then, what is the index of the base year if it is not given? 100. Take it as 100. Done. Then, what is the index of the year 2023? That is 273. Then, the average monthly wages of an industrial worker in 2023 is 8,190. They are asking you to find the value of real wage. They are not asking what you want in the past. They are asking you to find how much should be the real wage after tracking the inflation, exactly how much he is getting. That is the question. I will write real wage over here. What did I do? I will write real wage over here. Then cross multiply, you are getting your answer. That's all. This is our shortcut. Everyone do that. That will become 100 into 8,190 is equal to 273 into what, people? Real wage. Now tell me how much is the exact answer you are getting. 100 into 8190 divided by 273 is equal to what, people? Real wage is coming to be how much, people? 3,000. Now you will feel like, now the thing is, they are paying him 8,190. But the value of that 8,190 is just 3,000. They are paying you 1 lakh rupee. But because of the increase in price, many people will start now. Some issue is there. One minute, people will restart. 1 minute or 2 minutes. We connected it. Yes. So I think that UPS is having a problem. It actually all of a sudden it beeped and it stopped. And right away it started. Maybe.
Recording in progress.
I think so. Is it on?
No, it's on.
Okay. In workbook, not download. Workbook in the sense. Fine. Perfect. Done. Now we will here. In this, I think online where you guys were, I think in between all of a sudden it went off. I will just restart. Okay, here, over here. Now, Adil, everything is audible. Then Ganesh, is it audible? Then Ismail, is it audible? Samyukta, everyone, is it audible? Then please confirm. Online. Done, 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 done. Perfect. Done. So screen is also visible. Perfect. Now, we need to find the real wage. I told that we will write the real wage over here. Then we will do what? Cross multiplication. When the cross multiplication happens, it will be like 273 into what? Real wage, which is equal to what, people? 100 into 8190. From that, we are getting the real wage is equal to what? That is 3000. Which option is the answer, people? Option B is the answer. Paka, can we go for the next one? Next one is, try to solve this form. Consumer price index goes up from 120 to 180. Okay, that is base is there, then who is there? Current is there. Current year is there, base year is there. Now current went off here, correct? So base is there, current is there. Then base year index was how much? 120. It became how much, people? 180. So two indexes are there, 120 and 180. Then the salary goes up from what to what? 240 to what, people? 540. The salary went up from what to what? 240 towards 540. We need to find the increase in real terms. What is the actual increase? That will be the question. Now, people, yes, correct answer. Now here is, I told you we will be finding the real salary. How can I find the real salary, people? Instead of this, if it is there or not, I will just write it separately. Instead of that, I will write what? Real salary. What is here I am going to write? Real wage, not salary, real wage. How can I find real wage? Cross multiply. I will get the answer. How much, people? 180 into real wage, which is equal to what, people? 120 into 540. How much is it? 120 into 540? 120 into 540 divided by what? 180. How much are you getting, people? Are you getting real wage is equal to 360 on your calculator? Now, people, what is the meaning of this real wage 360? Even though the company is paying him 540, what is the actual money? What is the value of the money he is getting? 360. Correct? Now, can anyone tell me what is the increase in prices or increase in real term? Increase is nothing but that is 360 is his current real wage minus what was his base year wage, 240, which is coming to be how much? 120. So 120 is the actual increase. Other than that, even though they are telling, oh, we are paying you 540, but actually he is getting 540? No. Considering inflation and all, he is not getting that. So answer is how much over here, people? 120. Clear, huh? Good question. It can repeat. Okay, very good question. Now I hope that everyone understood without mugging up the formula how we can learn this. Just write the real term and go for it. Pakka. Samyukta, you got it. Adil, Ganesh, Ismail. Everyone please confirm it to me so that we can go for the next question. And that is the final part of this chapter. Pakka? Perfect. Then, percentage increase in real wages. That is the last part of the chapter. Then our chapter is over. That is, percentage increase in real wages is given by, there is a formula called as 1 minus 1 plus percentage increase in price divided by 1 plus percentage increase in what, people? Increase in wages. The entire thing will be multiplied with what, people? Multiplied it with 100. That is called as what? Percentage increase in real wages. That means, what do you mean by percentage increase in price? The rate of inflation. Whatever inflation is happening, that is the rate of percentage increase in price. Then percentage increase in wages means nominal increase in wages. Because of all this, how much increase in wages is happening will be the question for us. Now, here there is one question. Look at this question, people. If the increase in prices is 10%, increase in wages is 20%, then what is the increase in real wages is the question. Now, we know how to find percentage increase in wages. What is percentage increase in wages, people? Can I write it as 1 minus 1 plus percentage increase in what, people? Increase in price divided by what, people? Divided by 1 plus percentage increase in what? Increase in wage. The entire thing is multiplied with what, people? The entire thing is multiplied with 100. That is 1 minus 1 plus percentage increase in prices means, can I write it as 1 plus 10% divided by 1 plus percentage increase in wages is how much, people? 20%. The entire thing is multiplied with what, people? 100. Then can I write this entire thing to be 1 minus 1 plus 10% is how much? 1.1 divided by 1.2. The entire thing is multiplied with 100. Take your calculator, give me your answer. That is percentage increase in what? The wages. Get me your answer. How much is it? 8.333%. Correct? Everyone got it as 8.3333%. Now, which is the answer? Is it 20%? No. Is it 10%? No. Is it more than 10%? No. Is it less than 10%? So answer is what, people? Less than 10%. And it was only asked one time. It was long back. Long ago it was asked. But I want to put it in front of you so that what if they ask again in the future, you should be able to do. Keep that in your mind. Always the inflation should be on top. That's why 1 minus 1 plus percentage increase in price divided by 1 plus percentage increase in wages should be there. Okay. Now, tell me, index number of prices at a place goes up to how much? In the year 2008 is 225 with 2004 as the base year. Then there is how much increase or how much decrease is the question. Now, people, which is our base year? 2004. Which is our current year? 2008. Now, whenever our index for the base year is not given, we will take it as what, people? 100. Then 100 is becoming how much over here? 225. Correct? So tell me how much increase is there in the prices. You can option hit. Now type 100 on your calculator plus 125 percentage will give you how much, people? Will give us 225. So average 125 percentage increase is there in the prices. Got it. Merlin, I think you missed a certain part. Did you catch it up? Please confirm it to me. Ganesh, Ismail Adil, Ismail, then Samyukta, everyone. So how to find percentage increase in, whenever they randomly give the index value, how to find the percentage increase? Option hit. Just take the 100 as the base year index plus 125 percentage will give you how much? 225. Now, why am I teaching you with option hit? The reason is sometimes they will say the base index is 150. That means you can't directly take 225 minus 100. That will not be your answer. We should option hit itself. That principal should become amount. Like that way. That way we should do it. So we are doing what? Option hitting. That means 100 plus. Which option? The 125 percentage is giving me how much? 225. So which option is the answer? Option A is my answer. If so, what is the answer for this question, people? In the year 2005, the wholesale price index number is 286 with 1995 as the base year. 2005 is the current year. How much have the prices increased in 2005 in comparison to 1995? Now, 1995 index is not given. I will assume it as 100. Then, how much is the index in the year 2005, people? That is 286. Now, 100 should become 286. How it will become 286, people? Plus how much percentage? 186 percentage. Option hit using which option? D. Directly we can go for. Done. So these are all the type of question which can come. Very easy chapter. Very less effort is required to study this chapter. But if you can learn this, you will get that 5 question no matter what. 5 or 6 question based on the weightage. Very direct. Yes, Nivashini. Yes, Logesh. Abhinaya. Everyone have the confidence in this chapter. Now, just revise it. Even if you revise for 1 hour, this chapter will be over. That direct is this chapter. Then the last question. Just an add-on. Tell me. We need to find the real wage. Okay. Consumer price index in 1977 is 313. 1960 is the base year. So 1960 is our what, people? Base year. 1977 is our what, people? Current year. 1960 is the base year, means what is the index over there? 100. Then 1977 is the current year, means index over there is 313. Then the average monthly wages in 1977 is 160. We need to find what? Real wage. Very easy, right? Cross multiply. Get me your answer. How much is it, people? Yes, 313 into real wage is equal to what, people? 100 into 160. So how much is real wage for us? Real wage is nothing but 100 into 160 divided by 313. How much is the answer coming to be? 51.12. Which option is it? Option B. Done. That's your final question. Can we have a complete revision of this topic? Just do one small revision. I am starting from the base. Whatever we started off. We are going to start from the very basic. First one we learned was price relative. What was price relative, people? Can you remember? P1 divided by P0 into what, people? 100. That was our first content we learned. What if it is quantity relative? Q1 divided by Q0 into 100. Then we studied second one, that is SAPI over our SAPI or our symbol aggregative price index, that is sigma P1 divided by sigma P0 into what, people? 100. Then the third one we learned was SRPI or symbol relative price index, that is summation of P1 by P0 divided by N into 100. What is this n people? Number of commodities. How many ever commodities were there? Then we learned about our LAPE index number. LAPE was what people, which is taking as the weight over there, base year quantity. So summation of P1 Q0 divided by summation of P0 Q0 into what people? 100. Then we were taking about what? Pache index number, that is summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q1 into what people? 100. Then the seventh one we were taking about Fisher or Bowley. We take Bowley index number, which is arithmetic mean of LAPE and Pache index number. Then the eighth one was Fisher, who is called as what people? Ideal index number, which is what people? Geometric mean of LAPE and Pache. Then the ninth one was our Marshall-Ackworth index number. What was it, people? Summation of P1 into Q0 plus Q1 divided by summation of P0 into Q0 plus Q1 into what, people? 100. So that was the first content we studied. Now here itself I will mention, along the side itself, I will mention the number of our test, right? Which all tests were there, people? First test was what? Unit test. Unit test is not satisfied by whom? Not satisfied by SAPI. Okay. Then second one was what, people? Our time reversal test. Time reversal test condition was what, people? P01 into P10 should be equal to 1. Who are satisfying it? Mainly Fisher. Then we are telling that one more person, Marshall. Then actually Bowley is also there, but we will not predominantly say about that. Then third one is, people, that is our factor reversal test. Now factor reversal test is only followed by whom, people? Fisher. But before that factor reversal test was what, people? That is P01 into Q01, or price index number into quantity index number is equal to a value index number, or I can say that sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0. Then who satisfies it? Only Fisher. Okay, only Fisher satisfies this. Then, people, the fourth one we were talking about was what? Circular test, correct? Circular test. And the major important part of circular test is what? Fisher do not satisfy. That is the importance. Other than that, there is no importance. Fisher do not satisfy. Then we studied about CIN. Okay, before that I want to talk about what was our consumer price index, CPI. If you remember, it was sigma IW divided by sigma W. Weights are there, correct? Then CPI is also called as what, people? Cost of living index, correct? A living index is the other name of our CPI. Then once we studied all the things, then we directly went to what, people? Another topic which was called by what? That is CIN. Can I call it as CIN itself? That is CIN, that is link relative of which year, people? Current year, correct? Ring relative of current year, then multiplied with CIN of previous year divided by what, people? 100. Then we studied about our shifted price index and all. That is original price divided by price to which we have to shift, multiplied with 100. Then the last one, which is very important, is purchasing power. Purchasing power is what, people? Purchasing power is nothing but 1 divided by price index number. Okay, and the last and final one I want to add this DA. Dearness allowance is what? Current salary minus what, people? Minus base salary. Do not divide it by, I will write CS minus BS. That is the current salary minus base salary. Done. Pakka. Everyone understood this? Done, people? So these were the things we studied in this chapter. In this page itself, using this page itself, you can actually get the marks out of it. Clear? Done. Sure. What is the time now? Because of power cut and all, we took enough time. Now we done. Can I take you to the next chapter? Are you guys ready for it? That will be towards the end. Because the weightage is 2 or 3 marks. That's all. And it's easy also. You will get that. Linear inequality, you will get around 2 marks. Then, yeah, linear inequality, we will get 2 marks. Then we will be getting around, I think, from equation and all, you will be getting maybe 2 marks. Then chapter 1. That is our, which chapter is that? Chapter number 1 is ratios, proportions and all. From that, you will be getting another, very less marks. 3 to 4 marks will be there from ratio, indices, proportion and logarithm. Then next high weightage chapter is our chapter number 16 and 15. That is probability. Probability will give you around 7 marks. Then our chapter 13 is there. Chapter 13 is called by statistical description of data and sampling. That is another 10 marks. That is the theory chapter. All one word questions will be there for that particular chapter. So mostly we will be finishing that theory paper also, theory chapter also this week itself. Now if you ask me, we have done which all chapters people till now? We have done chapter number 4, then chapter number 10, chapter number 11. These 3 chapters itself are giving you how much marks? Around 25 marks. Then we studied which chapter? 18 chapter. Another 5 marks. That means 30 marks. Then anything else we studied? No. Correct? Now we are going for the next chapter. That is called as correlation and regression. Now with this chapter, then 14th chapter also we studied. Yes, I forgot that even. Yes, 14th chapter means actually we are done with our 40 marks. Major 5 chapters are over. So 40 mark is done. The passing mark thing is completed, but nobody is sure that with the 5 chapter itself everyone will get everything to be correct. That's why we are studying all the content, so that automatically we will get the good marks out of this particular subject, and we want that. Then only we can get the aggregate much more higher. Okay, maybe low and all, they can give you lesser marks now. Even if you write everything, they can give you lesser mark. But Q and economics, never. You will get the marks what you have marked for, no matter what. Maybe you will get grace marks also because some wrong question will be there. It is easily identifiable. There it is not. Okay, so QA and economics should be your scoring papers so that you can get the aggregate out of it. Now, another chapter, one of my favorite chapter to teach and one of the easiest chapter to learn. That is called as correlation and regression. Before the break, we will discuss one topic. Then after the break, we will go for the further topics. Now people, from correlation and regression, the weightage of this chapter is also 5 marks. And there were around 6 marks from this chapter. And the usual weightage is 3 marks will be from correlation and 2 marks will be from regression. And I am going to spoil right in front of you. Is correlation coefficient and regression coefficient affected by origin? No, I told you only measures of central tendency are affected by origin. Rest of it in the future, whatever we are going to learn, none of them are affected by origin. Okay, we will come back to that, but I just want to spoil it because that is like one of the most repeated question in our examination. Now, 5 marks is there, 3 from correlation and 2 from regression. Now people, I want to start with what do you mean by correlation? Okay. Now people, in order to measure this correlation, we have a coefficient and all. That is called as correlation coefficient. Sometimes in school and all, you would have studied it as lambda and all. In school, if you have studied this, it was lambda. I am going to call it as R, correlation. That R is over here. Correlation coefficient R. Using this correlation coefficient, I am going to say that whether 2 variables are related or not. What did I say, people? 2 variables are related or not. What do you mean by variable? Unknown values. In the future, how everyone remember, correct? Yeah. Now, we don't know who we are going to get married to in the future. Just like that. Yeah. When I was young, right? I think my mother used to say that. When I was around 4 years or 5 years, I used to say to her that when I become Where, I mean, when I become the, I mean, I get the job and all, I want to marry Kavya Madhavan. That was a actress in Malayalam. I want to marry her. Now you're thinking about the variable. Now she is having a daughter, I think older than me, maybe. Yes, that's the thing. At the end, it is like variable. We don't know who we are going to get married to. So what do you mean by variable? Unknown values are called as variables. Okay, what is the meaning? Unknown values are called as variables. Now people, in correlation, what we are going to do is, we are going to check whether these two variables are related or not. We are not going to find the value of x. We are not going to find the value of y. Nothing we are going to do. Instead, we are going to check whether they are related or not related. That's what we are going to do in correlation. Then you will be asking me, sir, where you will find the value of x or value of y? That will be in regression. Okay. In correlation, we will just find whether they are related or not. That's what we are going to do. With that, people, I will take you to Tom and Jerry. Yes. Our Tom is there. Okay. Everyone knows Tom, right? Yes. Now, people, Tom is singing a song. X. Let X be the variable of him singing the song. Okay. Then, our Tom want to impress this girl. She is over there. That is our Tom's aim. Let Y be her interest. So there are two variables. X is the variable of Tom singing the song. Y be the variable of her interest, whether she is getting interested in his song or not. Now, Tom started singing. And Tom is singing very beautifully. Meow, 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 meow. He is singing a lot. And the song is so good. His variable or singing increases. Then she is also like, the song is good. Her interest also increases. Okay. Now people, one variable increases, other variable also increases. That is a correlation. They are related. Now people, when one variable increases, you have studied in your economics and all, and another variable increases, then it is called as positive correlation. Okay, what type of correlation, people? Positive correlation, like one and other are related or not. Then Tom started singing a lot. He started singing a lot, but he is singing like me. His singing is not that good, but he is singing a lot. Her interest is like, hey, what is this boy singing? Oh, her interest went down. When one variable increases, other variable decreases, it is called as negative correlation. Okay. Second one, that is called as negative correlation. First one is positive. When one increases, other also increases positive. When one increases, the other one decreases, it is called as negative. Now people, there is another condition over here. When his singing decreases, okay, but her interest also decreases. Both are decreasing at the same time. You should understand that when two variables are decreasing together, it is a positive correlation. Why? We will be always talking about the direction. So you should understand that their interest is also going down. That is going in the same direction, means it should be what? Positive correlation. Then, one fine day, Tom started another scenario. Tom started coming here and started singing. But the problem was, he wanted to impress her. But she was wearing one earpod. Okay. She was not listening to our Tom singing. She was listening to A.R. Rahman singing. Something like that she was listening. Then Tom started singing. He started singing crazily. Then what happened was, he started getting interested. Another variable Z started getting interested. Not our variable Y. Now people, you tell me, when X increases, did Y change? No, Y is not at all affected. People, when X increases and Y is not at all affected is called as no correlation. Are you getting my point? When two variables increases together, what type of correlation? Positive. When one increases, other decreases, negative. One decreases, other also decreases, positive. Then one started increasing, other is not at all affected. What type of correlation? No correlation. That is the 3-4 things, and there were previous year questions into this. Yes. You mean me whole Tom and Jerry, Mr. Bean and all this. Good. Now, I am going to ask you with respect to correlation coefficient. I told you there is a correlation coefficient in order to measure this. Now this correlation coefficient has a value. The correlation coefficient value will always be in between +1 and -1. What did I say, people? Correlation coefficient value is always in between what and what? +1 and -1. Whenever our correlation coefficient is equal to 0, there is no correlation. They are not at all related. That is the meaning of R is equal to 0. So using our correlation coefficient, we will understand that whether these values are related or not. Okay, two variables are related or not. We will find using what, people? Correlation coefficient. And our entire correlation topic is about finding the value of R in different methods. That's what we are going to study. It's very easy, very direct. Okay, now whenever R is equal to 1, we will call it as perfect positive. Okay, what is it, people? Whenever R is equal to 1, we call it that correlation to be what, people? Perfect positive. Whenever R is equal to -1, we will call it as what, people? Perfect negative correlation. That is important. R is equal to 1 means perfect positive. R is equal to -1 means perfect negative. Then whenever our R value is negative, it is a negative correlation. Whenever our R value is a positive value, it is called as what, people? Positive correlation. These are the first things you should remember. Now, correlation coefficient maximum value is how much? 1. Minimum value is how much? -1. When R is equal to 0, no correlation. The two variables are not at all related. When R is equal to 1, perfect positive. That means if one increases, right away the other also increases. That is the meaning of perfect positive. Then when R decreases, right away the other also decreases will be what, people? That also will be perfect positive. Then one variable increases, other variable decreases. What is that? Negative correlation. Then R is equal to -1 is called as what, people? Perfect negative. That means if the thing changes little, automatically the other will also change right away. That is called as perfect negative relation. Then I will draw one number line for everyone. For our R value, what is the maximum value of R, people? +1. What is the minimum value of R, people? -1. In the middle, who is there? 0. Whenever R is equal to 0, what is this type of correlation, people? Can I call it as no correlation or 0 correlation? Whenever R is equal to 0, we will call it as no correlation or 0 correlation. That means they are not at all related. No matter they are related. Then when R is between 0 and 0.25, or when R is between -0.25 and 0, this particular area is called as low degree positive. Since it is positive over here, we will call it as low degree positive correlation. Now, this one you will call it as what, people? Low degree negative correlation. Whenever R value is in between what and what, people? 0.25 and 0. Okay, whenever the value is there, it is a low type of correlation. If one change, automatically it will not change right away. It will take some time to change. Then, people, whenever R value is in between 0.25 and 0.75, it is called as moderate degree positive. Not important, but just for you guys to remember. Questions will not be coming from this. They have better parts. Okay, moderate what? Positive. Then what it will be if it is between -0.75 and -0.25? Moderate negative. Obviously, moderate negative. Then the last one, whenever it is between 0.75 and our 1, it is called as what, people? High degree positive. High positive, and if it is between -1 and -0.75, it is called as what, people? High degree negative. Just keep a note. What if they ask? That is what is written over here. The entire content I put in a number line, so that using a number line itself you can revise the entire thing. Purinjada? R is equal to 0 means what, people? No correlation. Then I will ask everyone a question. What if R is equal to 1? Perfect positive. Okay. Then what if R is equal to -1? Perfect negative. Purinjada, people? Pakka online. Everyone please confirm it to me. Yes, Adil, Ganesh, Merlin, Ismail, Samyukta, everyone. Audible? Ah? Not sticky. Fine. Offline everyone. You didn't take attendance, right? You don't take attendance, sir. You can take the attendance. You all took attendance, Nishan, everyone. You can take right. Done now? Yes. If so, we'll continue. So we were telling regarding positive correlation, negative correlation, then what? No correlation with the correlation coefficient, correct? So whenever correlation coefficient is equal to 0, what type of correlation? No correlation. Whenever R is equal to 1, perfect positive. Whenever R is equal to -1, perfect negative. Whenever R is between -1 and +1, what type of correlation? That it can be either negative or positive or no correlation. Then maximum value of R is how much? 1. Minimum value is how much? -1. That everyone should know. Yes. If we know that much, we can learn a very simple or minute topic that is called as spurious correlation. Spurious correlation refers to two variables, they look like they are related, but there is no relationship. Okay, they look like what? They are related, but there is no direct causal connection is called as what, people? Spurious correlation. I will tell you example. Age and height. Age increases, height increases. It is necessary that a height also will increase. No, if height increases, which age means everyone will be giraffe. In India, everyone will be that giraffe tall, everyone will be there. So we can't say that age and height are related. Then height and weight. If height increases, weight is necessary to increase? Not necessary. It can increase or cannot increase. That type of relation is called as what, people? Spurious correlation. Now, tell me which of the following is correct. Which of the following is spurious correlation, people? Correlation between two variables having no causal relationship is called as what, people? Spurious correlation. Now, I told you in this chapter, we will be studying about finding the value of R. And we have 4 methods with respect to that. And that's why we are going to learn about correlation. Using that only we are going to study correlation. Now, there are 4 methods, people, in order to find the measures of correlation or type of correlation. First one is scatter diagram. Second one is KPCC or Karl Pearson's product momentum correlation coefficient, or Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, or what? Coefficient of concurrent deviation. These are the different type of correlation coefficient we are going to learn in this particular chapter. Okay. So that is in the particular chapter. Now, the funny part is, in all the KPCC, then Spearman rank correlation, then in coefficient of concurrent deviation, we will find the value of R. Then in our scatter diagram method, we will not find the value of R. Not find R. Everywhere else what we are finding, people, we are finding the value of R. In scatter diagram method, we are not going to find the value of R. That is something we are going to do. If you know all these four, your correlation is over. Then the regression part will start. Regression is even more direct. We have only two type of question in regression. No, tomorrow first half only it will get over. It would have got over. Now that flow is gone, so it will not get over. Now, scatter diagram is the first one. Now people, in scatter diagram, are we finding the numerical value of R? No, we are not going to find the numerical value of R. But using the graph of X and Y, we will say that whether they are related or unrelated, positive or negative, no correlation or perfect positive. All the things we will say using the graph. Now people, over here there is a graph. X-axis is there, Y-axis is there. Correct? Huh? X-axis, Y-axis. Then you will be like, sir, too many dots are there. That actually means, people, you just concentrate on this color line I am going to draw. Okay, what color line? This color, shiny red color line. Whatever I am going to draw, you just concentrate on that. There is a y-axis, there is a x-axis. Then the graph is going to be like this. What is it, people? So you saw a line, or it is not a line actually, it is like a curve going from lower left to upper right. Then it is like a curve going from lower left to upper right, or a curve going from lower left to upper right. So people, I am going to write something, you should write it along with me because it is very important. The thing is I am going to write here is, when graph is from lower left to upper right, then the type of correlation is called as positive correlation. Very easy. We can look at the graph and say what type of correlation. How to find? When the correlation or the graph is from what to what? The lower left to upper right. It is called as what type of correlation? Positive correlation. Then I will change it, people. What if it is a straight line from lower left to upper right? If it is a straight line from lower left to upper right, then that graph is called as perfect positive. Very, very easy. And these are old questions in the past. What I am going to write? I am going to write graph is from, graph is a, I will write, is a straight line from lower left to upper right. Okay. Whenever it is a straight line, we will call it as what type of correlation, people? I will call it as perfect positive. That is the second one. Okay. Positive means lower left to upper right. If it is a straight line, we will call it as what, people? Perfect positive. Then, what if the graph is from upper left to lower right? Negative correlation. Make a note. Whenever graph is from upper left to lower right, what type of correlation is, people? It is called as negative correlation. Then you should tell me, what if it is straight? What if it is a straight line from upper left to lower right? Perfect negative. So make a note of that. Graph is a straight line from upper left to lower right. What type of correlation? Perfect negative. So we studied what, people? 4 content we have learned, and all the 4 are previous year questions. That is, first one, graph is from lower left to upper right. What type of correlation? Positive correlation. What if it is a straight line from lower left to upper right? Perfect positive. What if the graph is from upper left to lower right? It is negative correlation. What if it is a straight line from upper left to lower right? Perfect negative. Then, if I'm going to write two things together, these two graphs. If the graph is symmetrically distributed, symmetrical or evenly distributed, evenly what people? Distributed, then it is called as no correlation. What did I say, people? Whenever the graph is like symmetrically distributed or evenly distributed, then the type of graph is called as what, people? No correlation. Now people, think about it. I am cutting this circle into two halves. Is one half mirror image of other? Yes. Is it symmetrical? Yes. If I cut this particular graph into two halves, one part is mirror image of the other? Yes. They are symmetrically distributed. So whenever the graph is symmetrically distributed, what type of correlation it is, people? No correlation or zero correlation. Okay. Now, random question alerts. You should tell me what type of graph it is and you should tell me what type of correlation is it, basically. Everyone ready? Online, offline, everyone ready for this? You should be able to get this. Now x-axis and y-axis are there and the graph is like this. What type of correlation? Positive correlation. How do you know? Lower left to upper right. Then the graph is going to be like this. Perfect negative, because it is a straight line from upper left to lower right. Then what type of correlation is this? Negative correlation. Why? It is a graph from upper left to lower right. Then what type of correlation is this? It is symmetrical. If I cut it into two parts, it is one half is mirror image of other. That means it is symmetrical. What type of correlation? Zero correlation or no correlation. That's how they ask the question. Sometimes they will randomly give a graph. What type of correlation? Positive. What type of correlation? Straight line means perfect positive. That's how they ask. And we can get around 5 to 6 marks from this chapter. Okay. Now, tell me now. The first content is going to get over. Already done. Tell me the answer. Very direct, very easy. Easy to solve, easy to get the marks out of it. Yeah, scatter diagram does not help us to. Can we find the type of correlation? Yes, I can find positive, negative or zero correlation. I can. Then determine linear or non-linear correlation in the sense actually when I draw the graph, I can actually make that happen. Then identify whether they are correlated or not. I can find it whether they are correlated or not. Can I find the numerical value of R, people? I cannot find the numerical value of R. I am just finding the type of correlation. Then you will be asking, sir, R value is mentioned over here, right? That is, we are deducting from the graph. It's not given already. We are deducting from the graph. It might be like this. It's not necessary. Okay. Then scatter diagram is used to plot. What is the question? This you can keep a note. We will discuss everything together. Tomorrow we will be concluding this chapter with KPCC, all the other Spearman, rank correlation, scatter diagram. Everything we will study together rather than writing. I am talking about it over here. We will speak about when are we going to use. Now tell me, correlation coefficient between x and y will be negative when? X is increasing, y is decreasing. Remember, Tom started singing, her interest went down. What type of correlation? Negative correlation. Yes. Price and demand are example of what? People, price increases. Yeah, what did you study in your economics? Demand decreases. Price increases. Yeah, demand decreases. If price increases, will you buy the more? For example, every day I eat food. The price was 100 rupees. Tomorrow they made it to 1000. I will not buy that food from there. Demand will always what? Decrease. What type of correlation? Negative correlation. One increases, other decreases. What type of correlation? Negative correlation. Then tell me, when the correlation coefficient R is equal to +1, Plus 1 means what, people? Perfect positive. Whenever it is perfect positive, scattered diagram would be from what to what? On a straight line from lower left to upper right. That's what I wrote. Check here. Graph is straight line from lower left to upper right. Then when it is perfect negative, upper left to lower right. Perfect. Good. Tell me. Coefficient of correlation between temperature of the environment and what, people? Power consumption. Tell me, if temperature increases, will I switch on the AC? Yeah. Will I switch on the fan? Yes. I mean, Chennai, 45 degree, feels like 45 degree. Google will show feels like 45, 46 degree. Will we turn on the fan, or will we be like, okay, I'll turn off everything? Will you do this? No. The power consumption also what? Increases. Answer is what, people? Positive correlation. Then another question I want to ask everyone. What if the same question is in Antarctica? It will become negative. Why? Temperature increases or decreases, anyway heater we will be using. Yes, heater consumption is also what? Power consumption. Temperature decreases, what will happen? Power consumption increases. Depends. But we will only talk with respect to what? Our country, India. Okay, that's why we will talk about what? Both are increasing at the same time or positive. Then tell me, when the plotted points in a scatter diagram are evenly distributed or symmetrically distributed, I gave it already. What is the answer then, people? Zero correlation. These are the type of question you can expect. Very direct. No correlation or zero correlation. Purinjada? Everyone understood? Yes.
Price and demand.
Yes.
Usually, if demand increases, price will increase.
No. Here they are asking price and demand. Price increases. Then demand will what? Decreases.
You should not take vice versa.
No, vice versa it's not possible. And economically also I think it's not correct.
If demand for garlic increases,
Yes.
the price will increase and increase.
So the thing is, that is also there. Demand is there. If I am taking demand and price, if demand increases, it is not necessary that price will increase. It is not economically correct. But I can say that if demand increases, what will happen? Automatically, we will try to increase the price and get better profit. But economically, we will not be correct, telling it as a correct factor. Okay. Once economics class is done, you will get to know. Yes. I think Shashikaran sir would have spoke about this. Demand and, yeah. This was there.
No, this was there, he was not there.
Okay. Yes. So we will only take with respect to price and demand. Okay. Yes. But whatever you told is correct. If they ask that way, you will say that positive. That way you can go. Yes. Now, first one is done. Easy or difficult till here? Very easy, very direct. One of the easiest topic to get the marks out of it. Always the questions will be direct. Then, second one we are going for is KPCC or Carl Pearson's product momentum correlation coefficient. That is the next topic we are going for. Now people, in KPCC will you find the value of R? Yes, that is the only thing we are going to find here. What are we going to do here? We are going to find the value of R. And we have few methods to find the value of R. 2 formulas, 3 formulas are there. We can use any of the formulas to get the answer. But the most asked one is this one, people. Okay, I will speak about that. Now, here it measures the strength and direction of linear relationship between two variables. We know that, how they are related. I mean positive relation or negative correlation we will find over here. Then, if a linear relationship exists, KPCC is the best measure. You can make a note. Whenever linear relationships are there, which measure is the best measure? KPCC. Is scatter diagram the measure? No. KPCC or Carl Pearson's product momentum correlation coefficient should be the best measure. Now, first one. How to find our KPCC is the first question. That is nothing but correlation coefficient. At the end of the day, who is the correlation coefficient? What is the maximum value of KPCC coefficient? 1. What will be the minimum value of KPCC coefficient? -1. That will never change. What if KPCC coefficient is equal to 0? No correlation. What if KPCC coefficient is equal to -1? Perfect negative. What if KPCC coefficient is equal to +1? Perfect positive. That is never going to change. Then people, our correlation coefficient with respect to KPCC is given by a formula called as covariance of xy divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. Do you know how to find standard deviation? We know, we study. We know how to find standard deviation of x, I will write people. Standard deviation of x is nothing but, I know one formula. Which formula I will use? I will use the first formula. Root of sigma x minus x bar the whole square divided by n. Standard deviation of y also I will use the first formula, sigma y minus y bar the whole square divided by n. That way we can write. Now people, if you remember, there was a second formula. What was the second formula, people? Standard deviation of x. Can I say that root of sigma x square divided by n minus arithmetic mean the whole square. Was this the formula? Yes, I told you that the second formula we will use it in the future. Yes, the future is here. Okay, now finally we are going to use it. Then, how will be the standard deviation of y? Root of sigma y square divided by n minus y bar the whole square, because we are talking in terms of y and x variables. Two different variables are there. Then people, you will be like, sir, this is another. The covariance, that's another. What is that? It is very easy. First of all, what is variance? Can anyone tell me standard deviation square? Can I write the formula for variance like this, people? You should tell me. Sigma x square by n minus x bar the whole square. Was this the formula? Yes, this was my formula for standard deviation. If it was, the root will be there. Variance means I will square, the root will not be there. Then I am going to convert it into covariance. Okay. Before that, people, 3 square, can I write it as 3 into 3? 3 square, I can write it as 3 into 3. Then, what was the formula for my x bar, people? What did you study in school? Sigma x divided by n. We studied it day before yesterday also in our class. Sigma x divided by n. Now, I am going to just rewrite once again. Variance is nothing but sigma x square divided by n minus, can I write it as sigma x square divided by n square? I am taking the square. A by b the whole square is nothing but a square by b square. Similarly, sigma x square divided by n square. Now, I told you 3 square, I can write it as 3 into 3. Similarly, can I write x square as x into x? Is this correct? I can write x square is nothing but x into x. Similarly, can I write the sigma x the whole square as sigma x into sigma y? I can do that. Now people, I am converting this variance into what? Covariance. Covariance means two variables should be there at the same time. Instead of one of the x, I will put what? Y. Instead of one of the x, oh, I put y already. It was x, okay, it was y. Okay, instead of that, I put y. This is the formula for covariance. Even if you forget it, can you maintain or can you make it from our standard deviation? Yes, we can do that. Okay, that's how you should remember. So, I am going to mug up this formula. Never. This formula and all, how can you mug up that? It's impossible. Even if you can, you might forget at the time of pressure. So, remember it this way. This particular formula for KPCC actually came from this. Covariance we know. Instead of this, we will write sigma xy divided by n minus sigma x sigma y divided by n square. Then standard deviation of x we know. Whichever formula you are comfortable, use that. Standard deviation of y we know. Whichever formula you are comfortable, put that. That way you find them individually and solve the question. That is the best way. Otherwise, it will be a problem for everyone. Pakka? Understood? That's how this formula came into the picture. If I want, I can just take a screenshot. Because I can teach you better or easier with this. Correct? I am saving it. Maybe in the future I will use it. Done. I never mucked up this. I am telling you upfront. In the future also, I will not mug up because I will be, you used to mug up. I will not be mugging up. Instead, I will be using the formula for covariance, which is like this. I hope everyone understood how the covariance formula came. So if you study that way, you will never forget. Okay. Done. Then I'll take you through some questions. Then we will come back. Okay. Now, the first question is this one. 10th question. Try. Covariance between two variables x and y is 8.4. Can I write it as covariance of xy is given to be what, people? 8.4. Their variances are 25 and 35. That means sx square is how much? 25. Then standard deviation will be how much? Root 25 is how much? 5. Then variance of y is how much, people? Sy square, which is equal to 36. Then standard deviation will be what? Root 36, 6. Now they are asking, calculate the KPCC correlation coefficient, or R is how much? Correct answer. Covariance divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. Type in your calculator. 8.4 divided by 6. Sorry, divided by 5 divided by 6. How much are you getting? 0.28. Everyone got that? Yes. What type of correlation is it? Positive correlation. Done. If you ask me specifically, moderate positive. Okay. Done. That's how they will ask the question. And this is the most repeated format. Okay. It can be there in the future. Done now, people? Everyone got the clarity? Anyone did not get also, please tell me. We will work on it. Done? Pakka? Sure. Done. Yes. அப்படி இப்படி பண்ணுங்க. இது எப்படி பண்ணுங்க? How will I say that? எப்படி பண்ண போறேன்? Yes.
Same when you said அப்படி இருந்தா everything will.
Correct. அப்படி போச்சு, right? There is a song, right? அப்படி போட அப்படி போட பெண்ணா. Try people. Get me your answers. It's a tricky question, but what you are finding? Standard deviation. What all things are given? Correlation coefficient is given. R value is given. So you know R value is nothing but covariance divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. How much is it? 9.048. I think so. Yes. Logesh? Kadachachada? Previous one you got? Yes. You are here, right? Yes. Gilly. Oh, Gilly is that movie, right? Where you will just do this. The chalk wave will come in at the end. Yeah, I know. I saw the Malayalam dub.
Many references are there in that movie to tell us. Why are you telling this reference?
Any other movies are there?
No. So many good references are there in that movie.
Trisha is there, right? Yes. Good reference. Try. Karachacha. People, correlation coefficient between two variables is 0.28. Right answer. R is equal to 0.28. Then covariance is also given. What is covariance, people? That is nothing but 7.6. Then variance of x is 9. That means standard deviation of x will be how much? The root 9. Can I call it as 3? Yes. I need to find standard deviation of y. Now, people, what is the formula for my correlation coefficient? That is covariance divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. Put the value. That is 0.28 is equal to, covariance is how much? 7.6 divided by how much? 3 into standard deviation of y. Take the standard deviation of y to the other side and 0.28 to this side. That means standard deviation of y is equal to 7.6 divided by 3 into 0.28. Get me your answer, people. You will be able to get the answer very fast. 7.6 divided by 3 divided by 0.28. How much are you getting, people? 9.04761 something you are getting. So we will convert it as what? 9.048. Done now. Very direct, very easy, and you can expect this type of question in the future also. Done? Clear? Then 17th question. Dash may be defined as the ratio of covariance between two variables to the product of standard deviation of the two variables. That means covariance divided by standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y. Which correlation coefficient, people? KPCC or Karl Pearson's product momentum correlation coefficient is our answer. Direct question. Another one is done. This tomorrow we need to discuss. Remember, for scatter diagram we have KPCC we will take. For all the data we will create a table, and with that table we will study. Okay. Now here our first content is done. Now I want to ask everyone a question. Is our correlation coefficient affected by origin? Never. He know that. Already I spoiled it to you. So everyone knows that. It is not affected by origin. Now people, is it affected by scale? Yes. It is affected by scale. That also I spoiled it to you long back. In the second day of class I have done it. Then people, here one important thing everyone should remember is, when I multiply each value with a negative value, it will become negative. Or for example, my correlation coefficient is given to be 0.6. If I am multiplying each value with -5, my answer will not become 3. Because correlation coefficient is in between what and what? -1 and +1. So my new correlation coefficient will become -0.6. It will not change the value. Now mentioned over here, it will remains unchanged. Okay. It may or may not change in terms of sign. Okay. The sign will only change. The value will not change. If a positive number become negative number means change is there. Okay. But the magnitude will not change. But what will change, people? Sign will change. For example, R is equal to -0.7. I multiply it with -5 or -6 I am multiplying each observation with. Then the new R value will be what, people? That will become 0.7. By our value will not change, but our sign will change. I hope everyone understood what is change of origin and scale over here. Everyone remember what was change of origin? Each observation is added or subtracted. What was change of scale? Each observation is multiplied or divided. Plus 6 means what will happen? For example, R is equal to, how much you want? -0.2. I am multiplying each observation with +6. Then my R will be what? -0.2 itself. It will not change. Why? Because the sign is not changing. That's why it is mentioned. It may or may not change. Okay. May or may not change means what? It will change. You will or will not cry. Okay. You will cry. That is the case. Similar to that. Okay. Next one is, I am taking you to the second formula for our mean deviation. Our correlation coefficient in terms of our KPCC. That is given by this formula. This is one of the another repeated format. We require this. Okay. That is given by R is equal to summation of product of the deviation. What did I use the word? Yes, product of the deviation. Not. It will not become -1.2. Okay. It will not become -1.2. It will only the sign will change. Never. Here sign will also not change. Why? Because we are multiplying with 6. Because our value is in between what and what? -1 and +1. Okay. So 8 I got. Which one? Which one you are telling? Where is it? I didn't understand. This one you are implying, huh? Okay. The thing is, even if I multiply it with a negative value, the new correlation coefficient will become what? Positive. Other than that, if I multiplying with a positive value, the sign also will not change. It will be the same magnitude itself. It will never change. The reason is at the end of the day, everything will get cancelled off. Okay. That is the thing. That is the content. Okay, Adil? So again, I will re-narrate it. if your correlation coefficient, for example, Tala for a reason 0.7, and I am multiplying each observation with 18, my new correlation coefficient also will be what? 80.7 itself. We will not change the sign. Until and unless we are multiplying with a negative value, it will never change. For example, my correlation coefficient was 0.7, but I am multiplying with negative 18. My new correlation coefficient will be what? Minus 0.7, and it will be negative itself. Now it is changing, right? When I am multiplying with a negative number, it is changing. That's why I am telling that it is affected by change of scale. Understood, Adil? Got it? So R cannot become negative, or can become negative, or became negative over here, right? Yes, but it cannot be more than 1 and less than minus 1. It should be between what and what? Minus 1 and plus 1. That is the condition for our R. Clear, Abdul? Everyone, I hope you guys got it. Please confirm it to me. Abdul, clear Irka? Please tell me. Now for Abdul, I will just put a number. R is equal to minus 0.6. I am multiplying each observation with a negative number. Then my new R will become what, people? Plus 0.6. Then, sir, instead of 1 you put some other number, minus 4 you put. Then also answer will be what, people? Plus 0.6. Our magnitude will not change. That will be same itself. Only what can change? Sign can change. Understood, people? Perfect. Abdul, please confirm it to me, Abdul. Then we were in middle of this. So people, summation of product of deviation, that is sigma dx into dy, we need to take the product and we need to add them. Okay, that divided by root of sigma dx square into sigma dy square is our value of what, people? Is our value of R. That is the third formula for R. And we need to know all the formula. First formula was what? Covariance divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. The second formula, even if you don't remember, I told you how to find covariance value. Find the covariance, then divide it with standard deviation of x, divide with standard deviation of y. Or if you are remembering this formula, you can remember it this way: n into sigma xy, because xy will be there, part of our covariance, minus sigma x, sigma y was there, divided by root of n into sigma x square minus sigma x the whole square into n into sigma y square minus sigma y the whole square. This way you can remember. Then the last one is sum of the product of the deviation. Deviation means what, people? Dx means x minus x bar. After finding x minus x bar, I will take multiplication with y minus y bar. Then I will click what, people? M plus. That is the meaning of summation of dx dy divided by root of what, people? Sigma dx square. That means sum of the squares of the deviation of x and sum of the squares of the deviation of y. With the questions we will speak so that you might understand it much more fast. Have a look at this, people. Yes, sir. That's okay. Fine. Okay, Abdul. If the sum of the product of the deviation of x and y series, that means summation of dx dy is equal to what, people? 0. Sum of the deviation is equal to how much? Product of the deviation is 0. Then our correlation coefficient will be how much is the question. First of all, what is our correlation coefficient in terms of deviation? Sigma dx dy divided by root of sigma dx square into sigma what, people? dy square. Now the numerator is 0. 0 divided by any number is what? Big 0. Correct? So answer is what? Option C, 0. Direct question. Pakka? Clear? Online? Adil, Ganesh, Ismail, Abdul, Samyukta, everyone got this till here? Please confirm it to me. If so, we can go for the... I think today something is wrong. Yes, I'll take that. This sum only you are telling, Abdul? Yes. So people, in order to find our correlation coefficient, we have a formula from deviation. That is the third formula for our KPCC. That is sigma dx dy divided by root of sigma dx square into sigma dy square. That is the formula. They have given something in the question. Sum of the product of the deviation of x and y. That is sigma dx dy is equal to how much? It is given to be 0. Now, the entire numerator is 0. If the numerator is 0, 0 divided by any number is what, people? 0 itself. So the answer is what? 0. Got it? Abdul, that is the reason. 0 divided by 1000 is how much? 0. Any number divided by 0 is what? Undefined. We can't divide anything with 0. We will talk about that in our chapter number 7 in the future. Not in probability. It will be there in our limits and continuity.
Sunday we'll have the.
Yeah, Sunday you will have.
That is not Sunday. We are coming.
You are
here.
writing test only, right?
No, we are coming here. Some other day. we want.
If you want a leave, what is the reason for leave? Peace, to get some peace.
Get some sleep.
Sleep. Afternoon only you are having class. You can sleep till 1 o'clock. Yes. Let's see. Anyway, we are up in time so that I can give 1 day off. Okay. Tomorrow is Friday. Okay. Let's see. But test is there on Sunday. There is no change in that. Try. Try people. Try to get me the answer. What all things are mentioned over here? Determine the coefficient of correlation between X and Y series. Then the number of items are given, people. Number of items for X. Sunday we have test. No class, test is there. 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Number of items of X series of what, people? 15. Y series of what, people? 15. Arithmetic mean is 25. For Y is equal to how much? 18. That means Y bar is equal to 18. Sum of the squares of the deviation, that is mentioned. This is what, people, then? Sigma d x square is 135. Sigma d y square is how much, people? 138. These things are given. Then what are they asking over here? Sum of the product of deviation of X and Y series from mean is also given. What do you mean by that? Sigma dx. It's not working now. Sigma dx dy is equal to how much? 122. Everything is given. What are they asking? Determine the correlation coefficient. We need to find the value of what, people? We need to find the value of R. R is nothing but what? Sigma dx dy divided by root of sigma dx square into sigma dy square. So how much is it, people? Can I write it as 122 divided by root of 136 into 138? Get me your answer. 0.89. Anyway, we know that it is a positive value. Option A is wrong. Option D is wrong. Because nowhere it is going to become negative. Now, take your calculator and do it. How to do it in calculator? First, you will find denominator or numerator. I will try to find denominator. How to find the denominator on my calculator? First, I will type 136 into 138. Then click equal to. Then type which button, people? Root button. Then, how can I take it to the denominator? Divide equal to. Then multiply it with what, people? Multiply it with what, people? 122. How much is the answer you are getting? 0.89. Everyone got 0.89? Yes. Done. I hope everyone got that 0.89. Clear, people? Done. Direct question. Very direct question. Very direct answer. At the end of the day, if you know this formula only, you will be able to get it. Now, I think in this 10 days of classes, I think you would have understood what is the pattern of examination question. It is always direct. for some bad reason or maybe for some good reason, if you know the formula only, most of the questions can be solved. Otherwise, it will be difficult. That is the problem with our subject. But we can always use, because they are keeping it that way because it is a practical way of solving it. That's why we are giving the calculator also for you to solve it practically. Then you should tell me the answer, and you can easily tell me the answer. Coefficient of correlation between x and y is equal to 0.6. Okay. Then if x and y values are multiplied with -1, then the correlation coefficient will be what? Minus 0.6. We told you already, change of scale. If I am multiplying everything with -1, it will become what, people? Minus 0.6. I hope everyone understood this. Pakka? Understood the concept? If everyone is done with that, I can take you to, I think some technical issues there today. Initially, I was blaming my hands, like, oh, we marked this one, right? Online, we are in the last page all of a sudden. Give me 1 minute. Yes, yes, Samyukta. This will be there, yes. Yeah, I think with this we will conclude for the day. Too much issues. It's like, I think it can still continue. So tomorrow we'll be discussing the rest of it, and we will be going for chapter 13. Okay, with 2 more questions. Okay, after that test is there. Ayyo. Now it's clear, everything is perfect. Done. Bad day for us. Correct. Online students are suffering the most when some technical issue comes. At least you guys are here, right? Yes. They are clueless what's happening around. Yeah. Anyway, with great technology comes great issues. Correct. With great powers, great. I mean, what was it? With great responsibilities. Correct. Yeah. Everyone. In this question, listen to me carefully. For the set of observation 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 8, 5, 10, the value of KPCC correlation coefficient is Approximately given by how much is the question. Now people, here you will be like in school level and all, we used to write it like this. When we were drawing a graph and all. 1 comma 2 means what? X values are what? 1. Y value is what? 2. X value is what? 2. Y value is what? 5. X value is 3. Y value is what? 7. X value is 4. Y value is 8. X value is 5. Y value is 10. So can I write the X values I will write over here and the Y values I will write. Which is the first X value? 1. Corresponding Y variable? 2. Then 2, 5. Then 3, 7. Then 4, 8. Then what people? 5, 10. These are the X and Y variables. Y values. Everyone understood that? Now we are going to find the value of correlation coefficient. Everyone, we need to use this particular formula. Or, how will you find it? Covariance divided by standard deviation of X into standard deviation of Y. But for my easiness, I can show you with this. Maybe some people will be able to relate along with this. Now, can anyone tell me how much is the value of N? N is equal to how much? How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N is equal to 5. In both the places, how much is the value of N people? N is equal to 5. Then, we need to first find sigma xy. Everyone take your calculator, get me the value of sigma xy. How to find sigma xy? Correct. How much is it exactly? 480 sigma xy. Is it? 50. Check again. 1 second. Xy means 1 into 2, m plus 2 into 5, m plus 3 into 7, m plus, correct, 4 into 8, m plus 5 into 10, m plus, then what people, MRC, how much is the value? 115. Yeah, I think memory was there from the past. 115 is the answer. Then, once I get sigma xy, how can I find the value of sigma x? What is sigma x people? Sum of all the x values. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. How much is it? 15. Correct answer. Then, what is sigma y people? 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 plus 10. How much is it? 32. Everyone got it as 32? We have the sigma x value, sigma y value. Then, do you have the sigma x square value? No, I will find it. Sigma x square means what people? X into equal to m plus. That means 1 into equal to m plus, 2 into equal to m plus, 3 into equal to m plus, 4 into equal to m plus, then what people? 5 into equal to m plus, then which button people? MRC. How much is it? 55. Everyone got it as 55? Good. Then find the value of sigma y square. How much is sigma y square? Sigma y square, can I write it as 2 into equal to m plus, 5 into equal to m plus, 7 into equal to m plus, 8 into equal to m plus, and 10 into equal to m plus. How much is the value of sigma y square? 242. Everyone got all the values. Then it's all about substitution. Now when we do practically, is it difficult? No. We just need to substitute all the values. Yes, I understood here. Next one. Here we are going to put for each value r is equal to, n means how much people over here? 5. Into sigma xy is how much? 115. Minus xy means, sigma x means how much people? We already got the value 15. Into 32 means what? The sigma y. Divided by root of n into sigma x square means what people? That is 55. That is 5 into 55. Then minus 5, then sigma x the whole square means what people? That is 15 the whole square. The entire thing multiplied with 5 into sigma y square is how much over here people? 242 minus sigma y square, sigma y the whole square means what people? 32 the whole square. We need to find these values using our calculator. Using memory calculation you should do. First find numerator, everything separately you find, then substitute. Okay, everyone do that. Numerator it will become 5 into 115, then m plus 15 into 32, m minus then MRC. How much are you getting for numerator? 95 divided by first one root of, find this value, first value, okay, that is 5. Clear the memory and try. 5 into 55 m plus 15 into equal to m minus MRC. That is how much, people? 50 into, correct, 50, right? Then clear the memory and try again. 5 into 2, 42. Yeah, then m plus, oh, what happened? Second value we need to find, right? Yes, clearing the memory, okay. 5 into 2, 42, m plus, then 32 into equal to m minus MRC. How much is it? 186. So how much is the final answer? Take your calculator and clear the memory and do it. 50 into 186, then click equal to root, divide equal to, multiply it with 95. You are getting 0.985. Which option is the answer, people? Option D. Okay. Or you will find the standard deviation separately, then covariance separately. You will do the answer. At the end of the day, it is a time consuming question. But is every question time consuming? No. So you should manage it. I told you up to 20 question can be theory question. So 20 theory question will take how much time? Maybe 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. Yeah, with all the possibilities, I'll just say you are reading a question. Theory question means first question you might take around maybe 10 seconds. Then let us take the variable of 5 seconds for every theory question. That means 15 seconds you are going to do every theory question. Then let it be worst case scenario, we will take it. Let there be 15 theory question. Multiply it with 15. That is 225 seconds you require. Divided with 60. That is around 3.75 minutes. You will be answering all the theory questions. That means rest of the time you can use for what? All the questions which require more time, right? That's okay. Because statistics is comparatively easy because the reason is most of the questions are direct and can be solved with calculator. I hope everyone got the point. Paka? Yes. Everyone is like, oh, no. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes. Paka? Everyone got it? Yes. Make a note. Recheck. There is no rechecking, people. That I will confirm you now itself. In CA Foundation, if you can recheck, it's a very good pole position. In pole position in the sense, you would have completed like maybe by time of 1 hour 45 minutes and all. Like economics, usually people recheck. Accounts and law and QA, it's very rare that people will recheck the entire thing. That's very rare. Yes. In school and all, we used to read and recheck. Yeah. That is because of laziness. Even I used to do the same thing. Yes. I used to make spelling mistake.
I'll pass to recheck.
Good mentality. I used to make a lot of spelling mistake. I will not write the entire thing. At the end, I will be like, even now also I do the same thing. It's a problem for me. So this paper they will recheck again? No, recheck in the sense, you are telling about ICA will recheck? Recheck in the sense, if you ask for re-verification, they will recheck. Whether they put some extra marks or something, or some lesser marks or something, they will check. That is the only rechecking which is possible. But there is no re-evaluation, you know, right? They will not recorrect your paper again. Once done, done. Even if they forget to give you marks, done. Lucky, unlucky.
It's
Computerized, but people are correcting them manually. OMR, it's directly they are, otherwise they are doing, but low, then accounts, they are manually correcting. Now, how the correction works is, like camera will be there like this. The principal or whoever is correcting, they should be they should be looking at the camera and correcting. They can't move also now. Previously, long back and all, they used to give to some other people and they will correct and give it to them. That was there. Now it's not possible. In the camera, it will capture the image also in between. So nowadays, it's very strict from ICA mode. I mean, they are doing it properly also. Tell me, people, can anyone tell me the answer without even solving the question? Can I say it as 0? Why? Because minus 3, minus 1.5, 0, 1.53. If I draw the graph, how the graph will look like? A symmetrical graph. Okay, the given data is what people is symmetrical. Since the given data is symmetrical, we can say that the correlation coefficient is equal to what, people? The correlation coefficient is equal to 0. Okay, where did we study this? In our scatter diagram. When the given data are evenly distributed or symmetrically distributed, then the correlation is what type of correlation? Zero correlation. Clear? Pakka? Done. This is your KPCC. So, people, I just want to rewind everything. So, what is correlation coefficient? It will say us whether two variables are related or not correlated. Correct? Now, tell me, what is the highest value of correlation coefficient? +1. What is the minimum value? -1. If R is equal to +1, what type of correlation? Perfect positive. If R is equal to -1, what type of correlation? Perfect negative. Then, people, I want to ask everyone another question. What are the different measures we are going to find the correlation? First one is scatter diagram. Second one is KPCC. We only studied now two, but two more are there. Rank correlation is there. Then concurrent deviation is there. Now, in scatter diagram, we were drawing the graph. Correct? How did we draw the graph? You should tell me what type of the correlation is it. Okay, whenever we are drawing it. Now, whenever the graph is from lower left to upper right, what type of correlation is it, people? Positive correlation. Lower left to upper right. What if the graph is like this, people? That it is going a straight line from lower left to upper right. Yes, it is positive itself, but what positive? Perfect positive. Then, what if the graph is from upper left to lower right? Negative correlation. Then what if the graph is a straight line from upper left to lower right? What type of correlation, people? Perfect negative correlation. Then, people, I am going to just give you a random graph. You should tell me what type of correlation is there in this particular graph. The graph is looking like this. Zero correlation. Why? It is symmetrical. Zero or no correlation. Since it is symmetrical. Then the last and final graph, you should tell me what type of correlation is here. Zero correlation. Why? When I cut the circle into two parts, it is one is mirror image of other. So it is symmetrical. So zero correlation. Correct or no correlation? Then second one, we studied about Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient. What is the highest value of Karl Pearson coefficient? +1. What is the minimum value of Karl Pearson coefficient? -1. When Karl Pearson coefficient is equal to 0, what type of correlation? No correlation. When it is equal to -1, perfect negative. When it is equal to +1, perfect positive. What is the formula we studied, people? Covariance divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. Also, I gave you another formula with respect to deviation. Sigma dx dy, that is sum of the product of the deviation divided by root of sum of the squares of, deviation of squares plus what? Into what? Sigma dy square. Then also we have another formula. What was that formula? Can anyone recollect? N into sigma xy. Remember that sigma x square means it will become xy. Then what? Minus what, people? Sigma x, sigma y. Correct, everyone? Divided by root of n into, it will be what, people? Sigma x square. Minus what, people? Sigma x the whole square, because that mean is nothing but sigma x divided by n, right? The whole square. That means into what is remaining, n into sigma y square minus what, people? Sigma y the whole square. So when you re-repeat, automatically you will start learning this. But until and unless, this is how you will remember. Tell people, that is something we have discussed. We will go for a test. Then we will come back. Tomorrow. I think it's not working properly. I don't know. Some issue is there. Yeah. Tomorrow we will do it in the other classroom. Okay. I will inform them also. Everyone be ready for the test. Which test is there, sir? Chapter number 18. Okay. Yes. Everyone be ready for chapter number 18. Again, some issue is there.